Hi everyone, welcome back. It's me, Sarah from the Enosburgh Public Library, and today I have a STEAM video for you. So excited. It's been quite some time since I've last made a video. So since we're not doing in-person programming for our STEAM, we're still going to get right into it, and we're just going to do with the videos. If you haven't, there were bags available on Friday to pick up for this Monday STEAM project. If you have noticed my face, I'm a cat, and we just had our little costume story time, so now I'm pre-recording the video for Monday. So yeah, I'm still ready for Halloween, even though you're gonna be seeing this the day after. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween and got all the candy that you wanted and saw all the coolest costumes and went to all the coolest haunted houses, all that fun stuff that we absolutely love to do at Halloween. So, anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So today I have for us, we're going to be making fizzy pumpkin treasure rocks. So what you're going to need, baking soda, water, food coloring, some type of little trinket, and vinegar. You're going to need a bowl, and you're going to need a cup measurement and teaspoons if you need, but then you'll see my method and what I'm doing after. Oh, and a pipe cleaner. So if you came by and picked up that bag, that is what you would have been provided. 1 cup of baking soda and a pipe cleaner and some little trinkets to, make your little bomb things. But this recipe calls for 2 cups. I didn't give you guys a full 2 cups. It was just a lot. So I gave you guys half of the recipe that you're going to need. If you want to make the full one, then go for it. If you want, add another cup. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the full 2-cup recipe. I'll stop rambling. Whew. Oh my goodness. It's been so long. Oh, and you're going to need gloves too, if you want gloves. I didn't use gloves yesterday for when I made my other ones, because I wanted to show you the end product of it. And they're still pretty clean. But just in case, we'll put some gloves on so you don't stain your skin with the food coloring. Okay, I know, wow, look at that. Moved up here. So you're going to get your bag of baking soda. And then you're going to grab a little cup scooper. This is a cup measuring cup. And we're going to get 2 of these. The one bag, if you grab the bag, that one is 1 cup. So you'll dump that into a bowl. And if you're not going to add another cup to it, it's pretty much the same too. So now that we have 2 cups of that. So here's our baking soda, right? I'm going to go in there and crunch up some of the parts because it's a little chunky. Okay, now that I got all those chunks out, I think. So, and you see, I placed something under it, so you always want to cover where you are working, whether you think it's going to be messy or not. Knowing me, I am very messy, so I had to quickly think of something and put something under here. So, what you're going to need now is your food coloring. See, this is optional too with the gloves. I like to use my hands, and if you would, you should as well. Because it's just the feel and all the wonderful sensories you get. But if you don't want to, you could also, the instructions do say you can use a whisk. So what we're going to do, you're going to need 2 colors for food coloring. You're going to need a little bit of red. And a little bit of yellow. Because what are we making? Pumpkins. And red and yellow make orange. So now I'm going to use my hands and mix it all up together. And You could also whisk it with a whisk or stir it around with a fork. Either way, just to get the colors mixed up. And as you go on, you can see the color is starting to be more prevalent when you're mixing it up. If you need more color, you're more than welcome to add more color. I don't think it really hurts to add as much color as you want. Since we're making little pumpkins, that's why we are doing orange. Because since we're at the very end, or we're done with October. Can you believe how fast that month went by? So now that we finished with Halloween, we're into November, and it is, what do you think it is? Thanksgiving. So pumpkins are still a theme for this month. What do you guys think? Is that orange enough? I don't think so. I'm going to make it more orange. I will be, well, for you, it'll be lickety split. I will be right back. Now that you have your preferred color, we are going to grab some water. Also, what you're going to need is a little tin or a plate or something that you could place your little pumpkin balls in. So, grab it, and we're going to just put a little bit at a time. We're not going to put too much. Or what you could do, the recipe calls for 2/3 of a cup of water for the 2 cups. For just the 1 cup, it's 1/3 of the cup. But I, don't like to use measurements exactly, and you wonder why sometimes my experience. But you put a little bit in there. See that? And then you're gonna, now I'm using my hands because I want to be able to form a ball. I mean, you could still do this with the gloves. I just took off the See? And with the 2 cups, you should be able to make like 4 pretty good size balls. See, that's almost. Put a little bit more. Because you want it to get to the consistency of being able to mold it into something. And this type of steam, what we're doing is we're looking for the chemical reactions of baking baking powder and vinegar. I know it's used a lot, but it's still so fun every single time. I do not get sick of baking powder and vinegar at all. Okay, this looks good. What do you guys think? Looks good? Now we're going to grab our little trinkets. So for you guys, I gave you 2 because I did half the recipe. There should be 2 ants. Now that for the full one, we have 4. And it doesn't have to be ants. These are just like really tiny little things that I have to put in the ball. So I'm going to form one spot. Now if it falls apart a lot or too easy, you might need to add a little bit more water. Because it's still forming. I just want it to be a little bit something. So I'm going to do that. Do that. There. 1. Two. actually add more to these pumpkins. I'm just going to add a little bit more to the other ones. Now that we have our little pumpkins, and if you feel like they still break apart too easily, do not be scared to add a little bit more water. But don't add too much then, because it won't be what we want and it will just fall apart and flop down. The next thing we're going to need is the pipe cleaner. So one pipe cleaner could be used for all four. Make sure you have scissors as well. So what I'm doing, just to make it the even four, you don't have to do it that way as well. One side, and cut the other side. So now you have 4 pieces. What you're gonna do, I'm actually gonna use the scissors, but you can use a pencil too, because it helps give that make a little curl. I'm gonna stick it right in gently. You don't want to break it apart. Just gently. Because if we do it too hard, it'll just crumble. And we don't want it to crumble just yet. We still have plans to do things. And the last one. Voila! We have our little pumpkins. So what you're going to do, and if you have the patience, you're going to let this dry for 24 hours. You're going to leave it, you're going to put it aside, and you're going to come back the next day so it can harden and get more solid. And it'll just be that, and then we do something else. Hold on 1 second. Holy moly, 24 hours went by. Who would have thought? So I did these yesterday so we can have all that fun jazzy for stuff for today. So now what you're going to need is you're going to need an empty cup. You are going to fill it with some vinegar. Hold on. So yeah, we're going to fill it with some vinegar. There is no measurement whatsoever on this, so go to town. It's going to be fine. That. I think that's good. That's about a cup and a half if you need the measurements. Then you're going to get some dish soap. I almost forgot to tell you about this. You're going to need dish soap. Grab some of that, and there's no measurement on that either. So good, a good like whoosh. And you have to make the sound effects too, or it's just not as exciting. Oh, and then this lady says they squirted some soap at the bottom on the tray, and then placed the pumpkins on top. So let's try that. So who here can tell which one of these which group of these pumpkins had too much water added to it? Can you tell? You see how these ones are a little bit more rounder, and these ones are a little bit more clumpy, and they flop down a lot. Added too much water to those, and these, I think they came out pretty good. These look like actual pumpkins, if anything. So, what you're going to do, you're going to grab this. Are you guys ready? Are we ready to see it? I'm going to scoot down just a little bit more. And you're going to slowly. You see? Oh gosh, look at that. You see how it just melts? And you keep pouring. This is going to be crazy. Keep pouring. Uh-oh. Is this going to be too much? Did I go too crazy? And then you can stick your hand in there. And you save the little ants. Can you find them? And all of this commotion? I put them to the side in the vinegar. And voila, you have your Fizzy Pumpkin Treasure Box. And don't forget, you can use any trinket that you want. And don't be scared. This is perfectly fine to get a little messy with. So don't be scared to have a bit with them. I wonder if I can pour more in there. Yep, the more you poured. So I'm not going to get too crazy because I totally could. I don't need Brenda to get mad at me for drowning out the whole meeting room filled with soap and foam and vinegar. But our pumpkins are completely gone now, if you couldn't tell. I mean, we still have some of the baking soda, but our pipe cleaners, all of it just melted into nothingness. But we got to get our little trinkets back. So if this is something that you want to do for like a kid's birthday party, I know it sounds messy, but if you want to prep it before then yourself, and you can have them do this and put a bunch of little trinkets in it. And it doesn't have to be a pumpkin. It could be whatever the theme is of the birthday party or whatever you're doing. And this is just a lot of fun to just play around with and grab all your things. There we go. I found the last one. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hold on. I don't know if you'll be able to see my face. My hands get a little orange, but I tell you what, it won't be like that forever. I hope you guys had a wonderful and safe Halloween. Hold on, let me. Anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful and safe and fun Halloween and got all the candy that you ever wanted. And yeah, I can't wait to do next week. Stay tuned for next week's video. It'll be at, oh, I don't even know what time I'm posting this one. I'm going to say 2, 3. I might say 3 o'clock. I'm going to post this for 3 o'clock. And yeah, I feel like I have a lot of announcements. This Friday is our quilling lady named Margaret. She's going to be coming in and she's going to be teaching us how to quill. That is for adults, by the way. There's going to be family portrait day. Or not family portrait, it's portrait day. You could bring a family, you could bring your dog, you could bring your cat, you could bring tiny little humans if you want. It's all up to you. You could bring yourself and just get your pictures taken. This Saturday's one, or for the Saturday, the 13th, I believe it's full. But we are going to be doing another one because people seem to really like this. What you will be getting is a digital copy of your photos that we take. Some lovely lady, Allison, she's she's volunteering, donating her time and her skills for us to get these pictures done. So it's really exciting. Anyways, I'm done rambling. It's already a 20-minute video. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It's so good to see your little faces again. And I will see you for next Monday. Stay tuned. Bye.